Good morning and welcome to Sunday Square Off. I'm Bram Resnick. Right now, Cindy McCain will be joining us live in minutes, leading off our post-election show. Here are Arizona's top Decision 2020 storylines.
President-elect Joe Biden holds a narrow lead over President Donald Trump. Their race could be decided by early this week. Former astronaut Mark Kelly is Arizona's new senator-elect. Democrats will hold both of the state Senate seats for the first time in almost 70 years. And Republicans keep control of the state legislature. Democrats fall short despite record spending.
And Cindy McCain's endorsement of Joe Biden was viewed as a game changer. The widow of the 2008 Republican presidential nominee and an establishment Republican herself, throwing her support to the Democrats' 2020 nominee. And Joe Biden is now president-elect. Cindy McCain joining us from her Phoenix home. Good morning, Mrs. McCain.
Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Good.
People jumped in their cars yesterday. They were honking horns after the presidential race was called for Joe Biden. Did you feel like joining them?
Well, it looked like a lot of fun. It really did. The great thing about this is that we should be proud of all the voters in the United States of America, as well as the voters in Arizona, because with the turnout that heavy, this is a very decisive election. And, the best thing that can occur in any election is to get everyone to vote. And that indeed, we've come pretty close to that right now. And I just admire all the voters, thank them for their efforts. And of course, all the volunteers and workers around the country that have worked so hard to put this election on.
Does it feel like a weight is being lifted with Donald Trump's defeat, given his antagonism toward your family?
No, what it is, more importantly, it's what this will do to the country now. Our country is going to have a chance to heal and to bridge the divides that have been so coarsely enamored through the years with what this White House has done. We bring back empathy. We bring back compassion to the White House, character, integrity. Those things have been so sorely missing. That to have that back in the White House and have a leader like Joe Biden will really, truly, we will see a new, different, and better country as a result of this.
Let's talk about our home state. You've seen the protests, the fight against the vote. The vote itself is basically 50-50. Arizona is divided in this presidential race. How do you bring the state together?
Well, the very same way. We're hoping for a graceful concession, if that's what it comes to with President Trump. If he chooses to be graceful in his exit, this will do a lot to help heal some of this, and also make people understand that things go on. It was a great race, however you want to put it. I mean, my husband and I lost a few races, and concession was a large part of what you had to come down to really understand is a part of it. And so I'm hoping that if that's what this comes to, that he does concede in a graceful and elegant manner.
And let's talk about your husband's 2008 concession speech. You probably know it went viral this past week.
Yes.
It was the 12th anniversary. Let's play a clip, and then I'll have a question for you.
Sure.
I hold in my heart nothing but love for this country and for all its citizens. Whether they supported me or Senator Obama, I wish Godspeed to the man who was my former opponent and will be my president. And I call on...
That's been described as one of the most gracious concession speeches on record. Do you remember what the feeling was in the room in the hours leading up to that, what your husband was thinking, what you were thinking?
Oh, sure. We knew earlier that day that it didn't look good for us. And the most important thing to do is to make sure that we do bring the country together, that people know that we support the incoming president and support our government as we go on. That's the beauty of democracy, is a peaceful transfer. And so I'm hoping that this occurs this time, that we have a White House that will do just that and support our incoming president, as we should do in any democracy.
So you said how important do you think it is that Donald Trump formally concedes. Do you really think he will?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, within the closed doors of the White House for sure. I do know that it makes a difference. And as you saw in the words that my husband chose to say that night, if he had chosen to go another way, he wouldn't have done that, by the way. But if he had chosen to go another way, it could have done great harm to the country. And this is not about harming our country anymore. It's about bringing us together and making sure that we bridge our differences and work in a bipartisan fashion now.
And now you have a role on a Biden transition advisory team, I believe. What's that role going to be?
Well, we're helping to plug in some great Republican people into slots within this administration. They've been very open about it. They want this to be a very inclusive administration, and so they've come to people like me and others, certainly others, to help do just that and make sure that we put our best people forward and offer up the cream of the crop within our party.
Do you see Joe Biden putting a Republican in his cabinet?
Yes, I do. I mean, I'm not saying that definitively, but I can certainly see him doing that. Yes, like I said, it's about the person, not the party. Joe Biden will be a president for all people, not just the Democratic Party, but he's going to represent Republicans too. And that's really, really important, especially in these times.
You have a new baby granddaughter. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
And she will have a new role model, a vice president who's a woman, the first vice president who's a woman. What does that mean to you?
It means a great deal. It's about time we have a woman in this office, and higher also, because so what that says to other little girls, and especially little girls of color, is that you too can do this. That there are no limits in the United States of America. That you too can be a part of this and be a leader in your own right. And that message in and of itself is probably the best message we can send out right now.
And I'll end it with this. What do you think Senator McCain, your late husband, would be thinking right now?
I think he'd be glad it was over. I would like to, I hope and I believe that he supported me in what I was doing. I also believe that he would have been so frustrated with what had been going on that he would have probably chosen the same path as I did. So, I'll never really know, but he might give me a message or two down the road.
Cindy McCain, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
When we come back, our panel on Decision 2020's winners, losers, and big surprises. But first, we break down the Latino vote in Arizona and across the country in the 2020 election. Stay with us.